Hello again, everybody. Today I'm just at the outskirts of a place called Markinch. I like it here. I actually live in Markinch. This is nice. If you want to raise a family and it's not too expensive and it's peaceful for the most part, well, Markinch is the place for you. I highly recommend it. But this is just one of the roads leading out of Markinch, and what I'll be doing is going round, just going round the circuit and seeing if, well, showing you the sights of one of the country trails that I go on. That's unfortunate. Somebody seems to have broke down, I think. Not good. Hello. Oh, yeah, I put the vibrations off of my phone. 2 seconds. Perfect. I don't know if you can hear it going bzz, 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 or not, but this is what we're doing today. Actually, I might put this on thingy as well. What's it called? Anyway, as I was saying, this is the countryside of Fife. This is one of the graveyards, cemeteries, whatever you want to call it. Some poor guy or woman who's, I think, broke down. Actually, in this graveyard there's quite a lot of my partner's family. None of mine, obviously, because I'm from the west coast of Scotland and she's from Fife. But it's quite well kept. Broke down. I mean, why would you park there if you haven't broke down? Strange. Very strange. My nose is itchy. I'm quite the nosy person. I really should put that in 5 jammers, but I'm not starting a live stream just for that. But also, if you have any questions, you can put them in the live chat, and if I can answer them, I will. Now, I am not going down that way. I'm about to cross the road, and that's a massive gravestone. The gravestone must be 5, 6. I don't know what that is in metric because, you know, we are fast it in the UK. So we did. And this is one of the routes that I walk when I go out on my walks. For anybody curious, it's roughly about 8,000 steps-ish, I think. Although I might go up the hill today just so you can see the view from up there. To my one currently loyal viewer. That'll be the woman, won't it? I wonder. But over there, once we get past that, is the wonderful village of Markinch. Once upon a time, the capital of Fife, ancient capital of Fife. Quite a few famous people have been through there. I think someday, one of the ones that you'll recognise would be Longshanks. He was an English king. Can't remember his proper name now. King William, maybe? Anyway, he basically describes Longshanks. Longshanks basically described Markinch as a bit of a nothing village, which is charming, but he did like the church, as he commented. I may eventually go up there and talk about that place. But other than that, during the Jacobite Rebellion, nothing happened. And for the most part in other places, just absolutely, Markinch, during the Middle Ages, it was just quiet. Markinch is still quiet to this day. during the Pictish era, it was a bit more, had a bit more influence and power. But ever since Glenrothes has been built again, it's sort of vanished off the map to a certain degree. Even the administration is done from Glenrothes now, which is a bit of a shame because the history of the place is fairly cool. A lot of interesting things have happened around here, and some interesting families like the Balfours. They moved up here from England, and let's just say it's at least 800 years. The first one to come up here was a John D. Balfour, which was, well, again, about 800 years maybe. I'm trying to think what else is interesting about this place. I'm not sure if you can actually see them. Over there are the Lomond Hills, or the Falkland Hills. East Lomond Hill, I think that one was. And I think this is the Balfour land that we're on just now. Can't remember actually. But in Scotland we have the right to roam. So as long as you're not GOG, so the right to roam, if you're wondering, this here, perfectly fine. You can walk up and down this path. But here, it's been seeded. Don't walk on that, mate. A bit of common sense wouldn't go on this. I know that common sense isn't that common these days, but it does happen. I guess I could talk about my experiences from being outside of an outsider coming in. I remember moving to Fife at first and my accent was very different and people would turn around and stare at me. These days not so much, but I have been here for 20 years this year now actually, and I would say apart from the mining villages, it's actually quite nice here. The people are friendly, not all of them, don't get me wrong, there's no paradise here. But I did find my little lady here, and I have a daughter and a stepdaughter. Yes, I'm also trying to get refunds on them if anybody wants to buy a moody teenager or a crazy 4-year-old. Put your bids in the comments below. Starting at 50 pence for both. I mean literally 50 pence for the teenager and the other one, the 4-year-old Tasmanian devil. When she's in a bedroom with, we now call it by her name as a noun for what she's done to it. It's that much of a mess. If you have children, you would know, 4-year-olds, there's not much you can do about it, and it's fine. Another thing I love about Fife is the fact that it only took me maybe 10 minutes to walk here from the village, and I get all of this scenery. This is in portrait mode. I'm not sure if landscape mode would be better. It's something, it's a bit of a learning process for me, I think, but slowly but surely we're getting there. I will probably be continuing the World War II histories, although I think I will be editing it a bit more. I really don't like the way they try and match the videos up with the narrators, what they're saying. Sometimes you'll get, it's like Russians coming up and they're talking about Americans, so it's like, okay, that's that makes so much sense, but it's AI, so it's still learning, and I don't really, if you're expecting perfection from AI at this moment in time, it's not going to work. It's just if you're half an interest in it, I think. Oh, there's a person, and they will think I'm a crazy person talking to myself, potentially, or not. You never know. I might just think I'm talking on the phone. I'm trying to think, should I go left or should I go right? I'll go right. I will go up the hill actually. I haven't been up this hill in quite a while, so it's good exercise. I would say I'm getting fat. My partner would say, you're not that fat, maybe a little. My 4-year-old walks up and bangs my belly and says, Daddy, why are you so fat? And her friends do the same, because 4-year-olds have no filter and they have no chill. They're little monsters. Over that direction is Leven and the River Forth. For all those who are curious and know anything about Fife, and this is the Bray. There used to be a fort up here, I think. Talking about Fife, it was a Pictish fort. It would have been during the time period. But again, any questions? If I can answer them, just ask. You know, I have discovered, I used to start writing scripts for videos and stuff like that, and then I just stumble over my words, and it sounded very, and in the 9th century, and I was just like, okay, I'm not doing that anymore. I guess I could get my reading level up. I had been practicing reading stories with my daughter, so that helps. She likes either if I read or partner reads at bedtime. At the moment it's Super Tail. It's one of her favourite ones. I can't remember what else. It wasn't actually me that read to her last time, so I'd have to ask the women about that one. And when you come up here, generally you might see some deer, you might see some kingfishers or some heron. There's this joke that I have with the woman that she says, if I don't go out walking and get lost at least once, then something's went wrong. And actually, that tends to be the case. I do get lost quite often up here. But it's up that hill there that I'm heading. I am worried. I'm not worried. I do wonder if I should branch into other things. I was doing medieval stuff for a while. I don't know if anybody would be interested in going back to that. The War of the Roses is something that people had asked for, then nobody actually watched it. I was like, okay then, we won't be continuing that. Because, you know, again, a script of, well, when I'm making the videos, I don't just go, make video about War of the Roses. I will actually spend time and write about 3,000 words for the video. And to you lot, sometimes it might seem like, that's low effort, but I don't think 3,000 words is low effort, if I'm being honest. You may disagree. You might all be professional thesists that love to write 10,000 words and more. But I'm just a guy that likes to write, like to make things. As you can see, look at that. It was perfectly clear. This is what I like about here. No, I'm not going to jump across there. Although my intrusive thoughts were like, jump, 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 jump. I'm not going to. Nope, I'm not daft. Something about the sound of water I find quite soothing. I don't know about anybody else. It's quite lovely. It's one of the things I miss about living in Kirkcaldy, where I could just go to the prom whenever I wanted. That's the promenade. It's basically a large view across Fife Forth, and I like it. They've done it up a lot, and it has improved so much over the years. Looking for deer. Generally, you'll find quite a lot of deer in this area. as my partner, she had to do an emergency stop because of one and ended up bouncing into the back of a car, unfortunately, much to her annoyance. Car will get fixed, but it was quite the sight at the time, and she was upset and angry, but that's understandable, isn't it, little lady? I could stand and watch this for ages. I really could. I have posted this in the, where was it I posted it actually? Reddit, on the Fife bit. Horus Heresy Legions. In the two chats not in Discord. So, if you're from Horus Heresy Legions, feel free to say hello. I don't know what's going to happen with 40k at the moment. It's a bit odd. Apparently there's always been female custodies. I know that we've got a few decades of law that contradict that statement, but okay, this is what they're going for at the moment. I have no opinion on it now. It does seem a bit daft that they would just decide that there was suddenly female custodies and announce it in a Twitter thing, but there's an aeroplane somewhere. I would say there's not a cloud in the sky, but there is. And now we're about to walk up this hill, which I haven't done in a while. If I die of a heart attack walking up this, know that I died doing something that I detest. Leg day. Because nobody likes leg day. Well, my partner likes leg day. It makes my glutes a little bit stronger, and she likes to squeeze them, which is charming of her. Yeah, it's fair. I squeeze her boobs. Yes, we've been together for ages and I still like doing stuff like that because I'm a child, deep at heart. And if you don't like feeling your partner up a little bit once in a while, well, there's probably something wrong with you. This hill is steeper than I remember. I think the last time I came up this was before I had pneumonia. Or maybe before I broke my ribs. Which was awesome. Because why would you not want to break your ribs? Should I stop halfway up? Or man up and keep going? I shall man up and keep going. I don't want my amazing 6 people who are listening to my waffling. Oh, see those? They're midges. They're evil little monsters. They smell fear. I'm fairly positive to smell fear. And they will chase you. And they will bite you. And apparently they're more vicious than African mosquitoes. Which makes sense. If you're going to be in a cold, damp country most of the time, of course you're going to be angry. I'm not dying. Honest. But over there, the view up here, once you get up here, it is worth it. Oh. And death shall come for me. Or as girls like to say, blood, blood, death. That's a Zootopia reference for people who are wondering. If you have children, highly recommend it. It's actually a cartoon. So if you know the reference, Good. Apparently Zootopia 2 is coming out this year. In a couple of months. Don't mind me while I just breathe out my bum, because apparently that's easier than breathing out my nose and my mouth. And there's another hill. Lomond Hill. Is that Falkland Hill? You know, this is when I wish the woman was here. She knows the names of them. I'm more prone to walking up them eventually. I mean, I've said that a few times. I haven't done it yet. And again, I'm not flipping the camera because nobody wants to see my ugly mug. Do they? No. Of course you don't. Because I'm squinting, frowning, and doing all those ugly things that you do when you can't breathe. You know, the faces that you make. The hill's starting to get less steep, and we're coming up to a gap in the hedge. There we are. Alright. Yes, I am lost. Who's the clever person? Me. Who's the clever boy? And got up here. Yes, this is nowhere near where I thought it was. Totally lost. Over there, I don't know if you can see it, there is a biomass plant. And that biomass plant, we say, is the women's work. Why? I actually don't remember how that started. But that's what we say. Something to do with jobbies. Because in our household, everybody's a jobby or a penguin. Don't you know? Look at the view though. I'm lifting the camera up a bit so you can see it better. This was one of the poles. If anybody's wondering why I'm walking about at this time of the day with a camera, I asked, would anybody like me to do live shots of the countryside? And the answer was yes. So here I am, out in the middle in the day. I was roasting, climbing up a hill, slowly dying for your entertainment. I hope you're happy with yourselves. I mean, that's good for my health, but it's like eating a salad. You know it's good for you, but come on, that steak and that pizza and double bacon cheeseburgers, oh, tasty. Yeah, okay, maybe a steak's good for you because there's a lot of protein in it. Oh no, I know where I am now. I've actually recorded a video over there on my other channel. A long time ago. I was just sort of talking away about my old job and rambling about it and how shit it was. And that's true. It was shit. Which is why I left after I spoke to my partner, and she says, yes, if you're truly unhappy, follow your dreams. And my dream was to become an alcoholic. She vehemently disagreed with that one and says, get another job, you bum. So that's what I'm doing. In between this, of course. Looking for work. LFW instead of looking for bread, looking for work. But no one wants to go to Dunfermline. And I will die in this hill before I acknowledge the fact that Dunfermline is now a city. Before Paisley, of all things. Oh, horrible. Horrible, horrible. Imagine if you're there at night. The sky. It must be so amazing. I love space stuff. I don't know if people who watch this and enjoy history as well like astronomy. Am I going that way or that way? I'll go this way because I actually know where I am now. I sometimes bring the kids up this way. Well, sorry, no. I bring the 13-year-old up this way because she's she's old enough to walk up these hills. The other one that just gets halfway up and goes, "Dad, I'm tired. Can you just carry me?" And as you can see, since I've almost died walking up that hill, dinosaurs generally, "Of course, honey, I will do that." And then I proceed to die fully. Because why would I not? And we have Mark Inch in the distance again. I will tell you how many steps I've done. Since I started this, that would be 4,893.